and welcome back to orbit. Now, we've had 2 weeks break due to a few technical difficulties and various other escapades going on within the Space Engineers universe, but we're back, and fuel is critical as usual, as the woman just screamed at me. So, we've got a few things to do today. We're going to try to get this ship out into space, but there is information that somewhere on this planet, since the orbiter tried to get us home, there's a hydrogen converter. The hydrogen converter can provide us with jetpack fuel, can provide these engines with the fuel they need and the right mix of ice, water, whatever it takes to make the bloody thing. And that's pretty much it. So you ready for the plan, guys?
Yeah.
Alright, so the plan is, first thing first, we need to get this prepped and ready. So we need to get ourselves aboard it, we need to get the assemblers, refineries fully functioning. We also need some way of building a cargo capacity. So Kermit, you're totally off the Henry project because it's just wasting the time of the crew. So, right, Kermit...
All he needs is ice.
No, he doesn't, he's on fire and smoking. Right.
What?
Okay, listen up. So, Kermit, I'm going to need you doing some repairs to the outside and making sure that we've got everything we need to actually take off with the hydrogen thrusters. So I want some precise calculations from you. Probably not the man to ask, is it really?
I am a master builder.
Okay, I need thrusters in basically directions to stable ourselves when we go up.
Okay.
Val, you've got the big task. You're going to be working out how... Well, he's going to be working this out with Husker, how exactly we're going to prop this thing up to launch it.
Alright.
Okay. Shuck, you're on refinery duty. Jesse, you're going to be helping Shuck and myself get these refineries operational.
Alright.
So Jesse, what I also want you to help is to work out how the cargo situation as well, how we're going to get cargo aboard. I'm thinking maybe insert something between the the hydrogen tanks there. Maybe a cargo pod.
The way end of the thingy and the hydrogen pods in between.
Right, all pop off to work, because the other issue is with the grinder pit, we've got all the supplies in the disco container, but we've not got any way of getting them aboard that other ship just yet.
Hands.
Yes, we have got that as well. Right, I'm going to climb aboard. We could do with maybe some quick maintenance ramps, or maybe even if Val could stock up his ship with a load of supplies, hover it up there, and then...
Yeah. Do we have enough ice to start powering those get those hydrogen things charging? Because I was thinking, I've got plenty of cargo space on this. I could head out to one of the lakes and gather some ice up ready.
Well, you could gather some ice up, but we need a hydrogen generator.
Oops.
We need all that plumbing in, so there's quite a lot really to build. I had a mess around with a blueprint of this guy in another world that I could spawn over the top of it if you want to have a look at it. I don't know if it's functional though. Well, I'll jump aboard and I'll see. We might need a projector. Oh, it's already been occupied, the ladder. There we go.
That's my ladder.
There we go. All I got to see is your little tiger stripe butt.
It's blue zebra. Well, I guess tiger will be cooler.
Because before I started having a look around through this world, oh there he goes, he ran out the window. I was thinking about how would you police space? Like how would you manage? Would you, if say if you're a big powerful nation planet, how would you police the area around your planet? Would you do it
big ass guns?
Big ass guns.
Big ass walls.
Do it like America.
We need
That's what I said.
large caliber firearms.
Many weapons.
In something the size of space, it might end up having to be sort of like vigilante justice, where it's kind of it's a lot of independent crime-fighting organisations rather than just one big space police.
Because I watched a bit of that Firefly, and they have the Alliance people.
That's great.
Yeah, I love Firefly. But they have the Alliance guys that go around. And they're pretty scarce, really, aren't they? They're not all over the place. But when they do come about, they have some pretty funky-looking ships. Because since I've been rewatching the series, I don't know if you've seen that little fighter that them guys have.
It's been a while, so I can't entirely remember it. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Put it on your homework, Val, to watch. With all a bit of homework.
oh, great! Oh, brilliant! I've got all a bit of homework now.
Use Prodigy Ghost with Holberg.
Go on,
You
Jess.
said this was going to be fun.
Oh, you know, well, as soon as I turn the jetpacks off, and now we have a queue waiting for people to come up the ladders and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Should we produce some elite welders as well so we can get this going a little faster?
Oh, that would be
I
much
think we have
appreciated.
we can disassemble to platinum, so we can do that. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So how would you police your planet then, Husker?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have big ass railguns around the planet. You know it is. Maybe some not ships. It's all fear tactics, isn't it? Got to have the big ass ships.
With
People
fear
that-
tactics, you can't.
Oh my God.
If you run your planet by fear, that's not the best way. We need to get some supplies up here transferred.
I mean,
Partial
Russia
war.
did it.
Is that going to be your slogan? Husker for space president. They won't fight if they're terrified.
Exactly.
Space
Couldn't
communist.
agree more.
Shock, do you
Oh, no, I
think
fell
this is
off
a
the
good spot to put the large cargo
Where you at, Jess?
over here?
What supplies do you want bringing up there, Shock?
Oh, yeah, why not? Let me check.
Do you want construction components, or do you want rotors and motors or whatever?
Motors and computers and displays.
Well, can you lower the ramp?
Alright, I'll show you.
Yeah, hang on.
We'll get a few.
So we're going to be rotating this thing. We need to do a test and see if your ship is strong enough to lift the nose of the orbiter.
Oh no, I built this one here and it doesn't open the door now. Hang on, wait a minute.
No fuel.
Oh yeah, Aaron, that thing apparently is out of power.
Oh,
For some
okay,
reason.
okay.
Yeah, the way I'm thinking of flipping this is we're going to have to kind of tilt it up like a normal rocket would go up, and then we'll have I've put some landing gears on the rear thrusters.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just tilt it upwards and just whack it on the ground.
I'm thinking of building like some kind of gantry maybe.
Yeah, it would be great to have a gantry in, but we need to get it flipped up first.
What, like
So-
a little service gantry?
Yeah,
No, that's the idea though. Have a gantry built alongside it how it is now that will prop it up. So the
How do you
gantry,
propose we prop it up though with a gantry?
so the gantry begins as a locked station to
I'll be right back, guys.
the voxel.
Fuel critical.
And hang on, let me just jump on top of the Henry for you. Yeah. So it begins as like a locked grid to the voxel,
Don't
and uses
supplies.
rotors to prop it up with extreme torque.
Is there enough torque in a rotor to lift this thing? Because you got to remember, this is all heavy arm. This weighs an absolute ton.
Yeah.
Well,
it
we
is.
have we've cut the weight of this thing considerably. I mean,
We have, yeah. It's only the core that's heavy armor now.
Yeah, it's still a lot though.
Yeah.
Because we won't be able to prop it with gyroscopes.
I mean-
and that's kind of a good example of
would
how
this
heavy
be a
thing
bad
really is.
idea if we managed to drive it up a ramp?
Oh god.
I mean, would that just?
Oh, God.
Would that
You see one of those-
You do remember we tried to get up that tiny
Yeah,
little hill?
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
oh no, I
yeah,
can't
I
make
know.
it.
I mean, right? Could we just keep? I mean, the stupid way of doing it would just be continuously add pistons to one end until it.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
do you know what I mean? Do you know that would be the
That
sort
So-
of?
sounds like a
Clag.
great time.
Oh god.
I mean,
We are
so-
about to activate.
What
I
about a
think we need a
runway?
combination.
and the rotor wouldn't have
Runway?
enough torque.
I
Yeah,
don't
if you
think
had
it
a
will,
road.
personally. I mean, it could, but I don't think it will. Did you just say runway?
Yeah. So
Is that going to
Yeah.
work? I mean, if we have downwards
Ooh.
thrust, yeah, but if we want this thing to be like a rocket...
The issue we're going to have is that rear tail rotor thing. As we tilt up, it's going to spank its
Exactly.
little.
See, that's why we can't... That's why I don't think we can use a
Yeah.
rotor, because we need to be able to... The idea what I was thinking is, we'd either have some extra thrusters on the bottom of this here, just some temporary ones, and we'd also
Ooh,
use
something's
valve
fallen
straps
off.
to lift the nose.
The
Yeah,
simple
yeah.
solution is just to add gyroscopes.
So talk to me. So you're going to lift the nose, but how are you going to do this?
Well, I think we'll have to use valve ship and also some thrusters
yeah,
we've
so
got on the
mine
bottom.
can sort of. It can't lift it. It'll need a bit of help, but
The thing is,
the
once.
thing is,
Oh, go on. Sorry, Val. Go on.
it's only this. I feel like maybe sacrificing my big ship as sort of like an atmospheric
Tribute.
booster rocket. Oh, don't worry, yours is going as well, Kermit.
Right.
Like,
Remember what the original idea was, Val, a while ago, that we used your ship as the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, would that as a bridge have enough power to lift the tail section into a launch position? mean, like
I
if-
don't think it will, which is why I
No,
think we need
'cause-
thrusters on the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, I could try and once again beef up the thrust on the on this again, see if I could. manage it.
The
but-
only way we're going to get it to lock down on those landing gears is if we also have it suspended in the air as well as being lifted. It can't lift onto the weight of those landing gears, they will just break immediately. So we need to have enough power to have it floating a little bit to then rotate it.
Oh no.
Which is why I think we need to do it in conjunction with Val's ship.
Yeah.
Damn, my lead gear got killed.
Because my fear, see, here is we flip it up and it falls on its side.
If we can lock the landing gears, that won't be an issue. Because then we can just boost up straight away and we'll be
But
fine.
I reckon we'd need about maybe 6 thrusters. I mean, what have we got the information on how much they can lift per, kilogram or whatever it is?
I assume it's on the wiki.
It would take 4 large Atmo thrusters to lift this thing as it is.
No, I've got 4 on here and it can't lift it as is.
Well,
Is
that's-
your ship
Yeah,
empty?
the large
This thing's chunky. It's like a giant meaty sausage.
Right, I'm headed to the bridge. I'm going to get the weight of the thing for us.
Thanks for that, Husker. Cheers.
Nice,
Okay.
nice,
Analogy.
Right.
image.
It is 1642782.
Very meaty.
So
That's a lot of numbers.
It's a lot of numbers. That's a lot of meat. That.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of math that can't
That's a
be.
lot of
It's
meat.
chunky.
Fuel critical.
Goddamn
It's
chunker.
See,
Where's that landing
I
gear?
just really feel like attaching pistons and just doing a piston jack
Of
up.
course you would. The only problem with that, and this is what I said before, is if we use pistons, it'll have all the weight on the back of those landing gears and they will just snap.
So,
Yeah,
will they actually snap the landing gears then?
I think this landing gears
I
will
think
snap under the weight.
we are
'cause they
going to
all
have
a
to
job.
build a platform for it to take off from. I think it will. The weight
Yeah.
of it will push it through the voxel.
Mhm.
And cost of physics fogger.
I still vote for.
You're always
Big
swearing,
Rock,
Jesse. You can't help yourself, can you?
What? It's the name.
I vote for immunity.
What are you working on, Kermit?
Station?
Because if I see you near the Henry, we're going to pick it up and just drop it in the grinder. Because here's your options, right? We take it with us and you build it up in space, or you start working on it now and it gets dropped in the grinder before we leave.
But all it needs is ice and you can fly.
It didn't look like it. It was on fire. a
Kermit, you
minute
said
ago.
that last episode, right? And it took you 2 whole hours to do nothing to it.
Well, maybe the gyroscope didn't kill me.
Oh, well.
Right, I need you part of the crew. I need you working to help get this thing jacked up. So what is the plan we're going with? Because we'll focus all efforts onto getting
We
this jacked
need
up.
to decide a plan.
I'd say, well, if we armor up the rear end enough, where we just spam gyroscopes and like.
No, that's the bad
No,
idea.
guys, gyroscopes aren't going to get it up. It doesn't have the. We'll flip it back and then it'll just smash the rear.
There's the thumbnail now.
I think.
Getting it
I think
up.
Gyroscopes can't get it up.
God's sake.
Oh, there we go.
No, we need to. Like, I think the best option is use Val's ship, jack it up, and put it in a launch position.
Yes, Jack.
We need to do it in conjunction with pistons, I think. Pistons on the front, Val's ship as well. It'll have enough to lift it then. And we also need to build something underneath the back of it so we can actually attach it to the ground without it breaking.
So like
If
a
only
merge
there's a
block
blue
system,
pill that
would
can do our
work?
job.
Well, no, we just need blocks down there instead of actual voxels, because the voxels will break.
Yeah.
Like, with the
Oh,
landing
so
gears,
if we-
that'll just be big problems.
So if we
So
clear out,
we need a launch pad.
yeah.
Really.
So if we clear out this area of all these ships that people have half built, for some reason right
can always move
underneath
it
our
forward.
ship. Oh yeah, we can
Can
drive
we not just
forward.
move it forward?
Yeah, move it.
Yeah,
like
it's got wheels in it.
Right. Who's near the bridge?
I'll
Not
go
me.
grab to it now. Hang on.
I would
I'm
say
on
I'd
top of it,
try
you
to
want me
get to the
drive
bridge,
it?
but
Yeah, just drive it
Oh, I'm
forward
gonna
a
race
little
you,
bit.
Shook. No, he's
Yeah,
faster.
I'm gonna get there.
I'll go and grab some steel plates, and then we can build this
Damn
pad.
it!
I
This
see
is-
about 755.
I am very scared where I'm walking right now.
Oh, hang on a minute. What's this on the front? Will we drive with that?
So what was it, Aaron, you wanted multi-directional thrust, yeah?
Yeah,
So
we
we
can-
want the thrust at every point we can. Remember, they need to be hydrogen thrusters.
We don't
I
need
can-
many. We just need
Yeah,
a couple RCS.
We just need something to maneuver.
So if I was you, I'd build them on the side of the hydrogen tanks on the back
What?
area, and then one facing forward, so we can at least stop. Further forward, please. Further forward. We're parked in near a hole
We could
now.
always just do a flip and burn.
Aaron, if you would observe where I am, you will notice.
All right, little bit more. How's it driving, by the way? How's it handling?
Chin scraping on
Yeah,
the
some
ground.
Do you want me
guys.
to try and get rid of that chin? Hang on.
Could it be
Oh, no, I
faulty
can up
engineering?
the wheel height offset.
Oh, can you?
It's all right. This is good enough. Guys. I've got a good little
Far enough
platform
forward.
there.
Oh yeah, we're
We
fine.
also might wanna
Hold us here then, sure.
remove that.
Yeah.
Alright.
We might also want to remove that spotlight thingy that's stuck on top of the roof.
Oh!
Right, so the first focus is jacking it up. Once we've jacked it up, then we can build platforms to work on it from that angle. Even if it's just a a helter-skelter around it.
This is gonna be fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Sorry
but
for the swear.
this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this.
You know, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh,
We're
that's
gonna
what I'm
see
saying.
how far this is gonna like tilt.
How many blocks is it wide?
It is-
Good 1,000.
Oh yeah, I got the large cargo ninja complete.
It's
so
12 blocks wide.
Is this wide enough then, this pad?
Yeah, that'll be wide enough.
Alright, well there. So
we
I
need
have.
it more long than wide because we need to get the landing gears
I'm
attached.
adding the chunk to it.
Should I put enough RCS to the point where I can kind of? No, that'd be way too much hydrogen.
We only literally need enough for tiny movements because we can all just flip and burn.
Yeah.
Call it
It's just RCS. Oh, well, if that's like the orbit version, isn't it?
Well, I just put one. Well, I just put one in each direction, then two in stopping.
Yeah, that's all you need. Where are you gonna put the second ones?
I'll be working on Henry in no time.
Right, Val's got the engines coming along nicely.
M2.
Yep.
dim.
do set.
This thing should be able to provide some much needed lift to the thing when it starts taking off. I'm gonna.
Might I say, this is a bitch of a station to get on.
Well, this is, yeah, he's not. He needs to lower. Oh, no one's jumped off it, have they? Because they need to lower it down before.
Can you not get on the... Is the
Oh,
ladder
the ship's still up there.
As
Yeah,
Jesse
guess.
dive bombs off.
it's all right. No, you can just
Yeah,
about
let's do
grab the
this.
ladder if you're a smart man, unlike Kermit.
Well,
you do this.
oh no,
How
I'm just
do
not there is a
Oh,
reservoir.
Kermit turned into the punching bag over the last few weeks.
Yeah, you know, it's because he messed around with that Henry. It wound me up.
Bite me.
Right, let me get more.
Won't be much of this.
You will reckon. You will ruin
Right,
the
do you want
day.
to start putting the pistons on the front of it then?
Sounds like a job for Aaron.
Oh no.
Up to it, Aaron.
Our lead
Can
technician.
Can I use that little rover we've got as a little go-kart to get the components around?
Yeah, you might as well.
Right, what do we need for the pistons?
Let me have a look. Tell you get going over there. I'll read you
Right,
the
I'm
stuff that we
grabbing the
need.
go-kart now.
Oh, what?
Aaron,
I need a grinder whilst I'm here.
Can I cut through a couple of walls in the station?
Has everything got a
go on.
spoiler in this base? Because Henry has a spoiler in this.
That's Husker. That's Husker's
This
first
Henry
spoiler.
was the original ship with a spoiler, okay?
It ain't got a spoiler. It's got a
Okay,
beam on it.
what do I need? Yeah, it's
No,
either girth or a spoiler, right? Where's the? What do I need here?
Right, you need. Let's have a look.
Our ships
we're
have
gonna
to make it
need-
fast.
Come on, games. What's going on here?
What do I need? What do I need?
We need computers, motors, small steel tubes.
Computers.
I think we are the computers.
we are out. of
I'm
computers.
producing. I'm
Oh,
producing
come
some on the orbit station.
Well, we have got a couple pistons still as well, so we can grind them down.
Right, go team.
I
I've
really
got the
am.
steel tubes. What else do we need?
We need construction components and then just steel plates, and that's everything.
But you know the light tower that was on the front of the orbit station? It's still like laying down on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it's saying about that.
Me and Val were trying to get things off last episode. Well, not. Oh God,
we?
this is a whole Uendo episode. This isn't it?
Yeah.
You got the motors as well.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I better just bail out. Yeah, because we carried a few things and put them on the ground, didn't we?
Ah, yes, I remember that
That's
episode.
one thing.
Go attempt to get
Don't
the...
mind my background sound effects.
Are you doing something naughty now?
It's a very dangerous.
Oh, dude!
What the hell happened there?
It's a
Sorry,
very
it was
dangerous
just the
job
spoiler.
working on
The spoiler just saved the car.
Yes, see, engineering genius. Yeah, genius.
I'm
We-
coming.
That.
I'm coming, Oscar.
Ow!
Should I start putting a
I need a
spoiler on
grinder.
the
Oh my
station?
god.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! You just
Why?
ran in front of the car.
I tried to dodge you, and you went after
Well, no, I was trying to dodge you so I didn't hit you, but you were.
me. Lies.
Will I have to construct these thrusters?
Yes,
Yes,
you will
please.
have to. So you'll have to work out a way of getting there.
I've already put them on every direction.
So are we doing a centralised jack? Or are we going to do two?
Yeah,
two-
yeah, we'll need to do a centralised jack. because then we get the
Okay,
most out of it.
So I've beefed up the thrust on
Grind these down.
my big ship. It
Oh,
should...
look at that.
Oh my
yeah,
lord.
let's go. Ready? Ready?
Oscar,
Oh, I like it a lot.
quick question, right? If we build the piston in the ground instead,
Kind of looks better.
would that be better?
Push it up.
And push it up, so we would keep a consistent angle, and we build.
You know what? We could do a little brace out of blast doors and make it like a little cup.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Put
feeling
all the
you.
vehicles in there.
That's like a good old-fashioned cup.
Have you got? Do you want to see if you can lift it, Val, and then we might be able to even. Just...
Yeah.
Yeah, watch him be able to just lift it now and then never have to do this.
This
Oh,
roller.
look at that thing from above. That looks so good.
What's currently on the roof of it? Because it may get crushed.
It shucks little things. So if you just why don't you
No,
try
you need to lift from the nose. You need to lift from the nose anyway.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so yeah, because we need to prop it up, don't we? So we need to do a bit of the jacking for him so he can get the right angle, doesn't he?
Alright, bear back.
Well, I mean, if I
That's friendship right there.
Why would
If I
you
tilt-
put it there, Kermit?
Sorry, Aaron.
Are you
Why
welding
am I
that
taking
thruster right in
damage?
the
What
front?
happened?
Yeah.
That's Jesse. Jesse, we don't need a thruster there. Put them all at the engine bay at the back.
But I was building. Oh no.
Oh no.
Or Jesse was trying to be helpful.
Right, right, pistons.
I have done it again.
Jesse no longer has a purpose. Oh god, what the fuck was that?
Steel Play-Doh.
I mean, what the floop? But this is a PG
Good
content.
save.
right,
I
I'm gonna
kinda
have to
like-
attach on. I might have to make an arm to attach onto later on when we're doing the actual lift. But for now, I'm gonna have to attach further down.
How in the quad am I gonna get on top of
Right.
that? Oh, no.
Oh, I thought
you're a
of-
bit
If
far
this
away.
works, I'll be very happy, but I've got a really bad feeling this is going to go awfully wrong.
Aaron, it's space engineers. Do you really think anything's gonna go right?
Honestly, what's the worst that could happen?